Hey guys, and welcome to a glorious chaos showdown between Khorne going up against Tzeentch, which is going to be led by Lenorm. So for the forces here, for the blood and carnage, 4 units of the Warriors of Khorne going to be leading the front line here with those ginormous silver shields, making them very powerful here up against the mass pink and blue flame. In the middle pocket, we are going to have the anti-large specialists, the halberds, backed up by some good anti-infantry with the bloodletters of Khorne. In the sky, we are going to be having 3 units of the Chaos Furies, and here they are going to be bringing that frenzy, making them very powerful here on that melee attack with also magical damage. In the middle, we are going to have the Lord Choice, the Herald of Khorne. He's going to be here on a Skull Crusher, bringing the Revel in Slaughter, as well as the Locust of Wrath and Foe Seeker. We're also going to have the Hellblade, just in case we do get 80 kills, getting those bonus into melee combat. It's going to be really nice there for the base weapon damage and armor piercing. In the backside, 2 units of the elite Skull Crushers of Khorne. These bad boys are so goddamn good in combat. They are going to be having so much charge bonus, anti-large armor piercing, and 130 armor. These guys really are a massive pain to deal with. So a really cool Khorne force going up against the Tzeentch here of the DBD legend. So Forsaken for the front line, very, very good. High there on the weapon strength. And when backed up here by the spawn of Tzeentch, really bringing that armor sundering, you can really dominate here with that lovely combo. In the middle, we are going to have some of the highest DPS in the game, the Flamers of Tzeentch, with Warp Flame and bucket loads of armor piercing, but they really do suffer in melee combat. Only 12 melee defense and 10 armor. They will drop in just a matter of seconds. In the backside, we are going to have the support of the double pink horrors that are really going to rain fire here on the front of that Khorne build. Screamers of Tzeentch, 2 here in the sky, anti-large armor piercing, really, really good mobility, and of course those magical attacks is really going to help up against the demons of Khorne. In the middle, we are going to have the Lord Choice protected up against some Chaos Furies of Tzeentch, and he's going to be having the Greater Arcane Conduit, the Fires of Change, alongside the Infernal Gateway, the Blue Fire of Tzeentch, and of course the Portal Glyph. So can the Changer get in here and use all of his trickery to get around the Khorne forces, or is pure blood and carnage going to win out today? Only time will tell, but we do see a bit of jockeying here in the sky. We see back and forth. The Chaos Furies are trying to bait out a little bit here up against the Screamers, trying to maybe pull them out of position, so we try and get these lovely Flamers out in the open where they can be compromised. So it looks like Fury's just going to be diving around. Don't want to go too close here. These pink horrors really will take advantage if they do fly too close to the sun. Now we do see in the middle here, Bloodletters charging forward. The same here for the Skull Crushers. They're going to be leaping through the trees here, bounding as they do, shouting blood and carnage and all sorts of rampage as they try and get round to the side of these forces. But we do see Furies diving forward. They are going to get shot here by the lovely pink flame, but now they dive down on the Flamers, scorching up against these halberds, not taking too much damage as we move in here with these Skull Crushers of Khorne. They're going to be fighting up against these spawners. These bad boys really do have some brilliant mass. They can pin in up against this very heavily armoured cavalry, as then they get recharged by the Furies and the Screamers. There's going to be a massive melee mess here in the middle, and I don't really know who's going to be winning, but we do see the Flamers going down, but we are going to be losing Furies and then just maybe some Skull Crushers for that engagement. In the backside, the Skull Crushers of Khorne do actually have the Locust of Wrath here coming for the Lord Choice. That plus 40 melee attack is going to be huge, bringing them up to 98 there, including here where it is going to be engaging, bringing that Revel in Slaughter. And they're going to be just destroying all of the elements in the backside here. The pink horrors and the Flamers getting destroyed. But here we go. One of the most beautiful and powerful spells in the game. The Infernal Gateway going to be shredding through the armor here of the Skull Crushers. Armor sundered thanks to the spawn of Tzeentch. Such a great combo here at the front, as we do see the mass weapon strength of the Forsaken going alongside the armor sundering of the spawn of Tzeentch. The Lord Choice in the back, the blue flame here going to be dawning on the Herald of Khorne, doing some great single entity damage. We do see in the middle the Skull Crusher is going to get pushed off here by the Chaos Furies. Now that is going to be the Portal Glyph. The regular units here are going to be chasing off those halberds that do so much damage. In the middle here, the Pink Horror is going to be firing into the backside. They'll do some brilliant work here up against the lightly armoured Bloodletters, down to 0 armour, thanks to getting sundered here by the spawn of Tzeentch. In the middle of the regular Warriors of Khorne going to get recharged. A nice hammer and anvil tactic coming here from the Norn. The DBD legend really knows what he's doing here on the Landbattle battlefield. Now we do see that the Forsaken of Tzeentch alongside the Spawn really going to be dominating the front side here, and the fact we are going to be freeing up some pink horrors, but nope, they're going to get compromised immediately by the Chaos Furies. We actually have some Warriors of Khorne that did actually go around this massive precipice, and then now they managed to get into the rear of the build here up against the pink horrors. But Furies summoned all over the battlefield, they're now going to be dissipating back to the realms from which they came, but we do actually have the anti-large screamers that actually have some pretty decent mass here for flying cavalry, and we can see here, look at this! We actually see the rider has been killed, and that Skull Crusher is going to go back from the depths of Khorne from whence they came. And look at this, what a fantastic spell here being cast all over the face of the Khorne build. And now we're going to get the bombardment ability coming forward from Tzeentch. This is going to be so much pink and blue flame destroying the forces here of Khorne, and this is looking devastating so far here for the boys in red. Blood and Carnage has certainly hit the floor here of the battlefield. However, is it going to win out the day? I don't know. We have a ginormous chicken in the backside with so many winds of magic. It looks like he's going to be trying to pull out here as much as possible, and I don't blame him. Having Skull Crushers with the Locust of Wrath is rather scary indeed. But Bloodletters as well here as the Warriors of Khorne are going to be breaking left, right and centre. We see another Shatter here, actually a Terrify here from the Skull Crushers of Khorne, which I find absolutely bizarre because these bad boys have to tame these beasts in lore, and it takes an absolute mammoth of a task. So we do see here that the Exalted Lord of Tzeentch here are going to be charging up against the Warrior Halberds. It looks like the Halberds aren't going to ride it, but they're eventually going to get terrified, and that's what's so good about having the chicken on the battlefield. The Lord Choice is going to be fighting in the middle, fighting alongside these Bloodletters and the Warriors of Khorne. It looks like the Forsaken are going to break. It now comes down to the Spawn of Tzeentch, and that armor piercing is not going to be handy there for the Bloodletters, but that mass weapon strength here of the Spawn really is. They don't have any armor here thanks to the armor sundering, and that 160 weapon strength is really going to be hitting hard on the front door here of those Bloodletters. Rear charges coming out of the Screamers, they have so much armor piercing, they'll shred through the army here of the Warriors of Khorne, and they'll do all the good damage that they're meant to do. But looks like the Lord Choice is going to be diving in. The Halberds get a charge here on the Lord Choice, but he's going to go head in here up against the Herald of Khorne. Now, only Blood and Carnage on his side, no trickery in the back pocket. Could be a little bit of a downside here for the Herald of Khorne. The Horn of Khorne has been activated, plus 24 melee attack is great, but of course all the magic coming forward from Tzeentch can be very tricky to deal with. Cycle charging here with the big chicken. The KFC Lord is going to be getting in there and doing some great damage here up against the Herald. Foeseeker has been activated, giving him vigor and speed bonuses, but is it going to be enough? Lovely hit there on the Exalted Lord, but still that shield is going to hold true and strong, and he's going to be doing so much permanent damage here up against the Lord. The balance of power is now going to be shifting into the Tzeentch favor. Another summon of the Chaos Furies, and they're going to be really good here at cleaning up the battlefield. We do see the Chaos Warriors there in the backside, and now perhaps an Infernal Gateway might be coming on top here of the Warriors. That is going to be the case, and looks like we're going to be damaging the Skull Crushers and the remainder of the heavily armored infantry, but not without any peril. We are going to be seeing the Screamers of Tzeentch falling down here, and the Lord Choice is taking so much damage here in the middle. The Exalted Lord is going to be seeing the own wrath of his spell here coming down on top of himself, but it looks like he is going to be getting the better here of the Herald. The Locust of Wrath has been activated, 113 melee attack, as he's also going to be engaged in melee combat here with the Revel and Slaughter, and he's going to be getting those leadership bonuses. A super close game here. We're now going to see the second faction ability coming down, and we are going to see that armor sundering bombardment that's going to rain on the Herald of Khorne. Lovely hit, doing a supreme amount of damage, and now it is going to be demon versus demon. Can the KFC Lord beat down the Blood and Carnage here of the Herald of Khorne, or is the tricky ways it is going to pull? And it looks like the Lord Choice is on RB losses, and what an epic game here between both of these fantastic players. My God, what an excellent showdown here between both of these very, very strong competitors. We see 185 kills, 3,750 damage value, 28,300 damage dealt is absurdity. And this is exactly why the Norm is known as the DBD legend. What a fantastic performance. We do see 1,260, 550 there for the Spawn of Tzeentch, 800, 414, and 438 there for the Forsaken. 288 and 340 there for the Flamers. They went down really quickly. Nice work there from Khorne to get into the back and compromise these very, very expensive tools. 380, 100 for the Pink Horrors, with 877, 800 for the Screamers, really doing some nice stuff, and then 132 there for the Chaos Furies. So for the Herald of Khorne, 2,200 damage value, bringing himself up to 113 million attack. The Revel in Slaughter, and then also the Locus of Wrath is just a fantastic area of effect abilities. 1,400, 728 there for the Skull Crushers, with 320 for the Halberds. Bloodletters coming in at 630 and 730, 187, 670, as well here as 550 and 750 for the Warriors of Khorne. Fury 620, 29 and 400. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please smash that like button. Feel free to leave a comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourselves. See you all soon.